Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. An angry mob in Madagascar chased down and set fire to a group of Europeans that were accused of organ trafficking after a body was reported to have been found nearby with its organs removed. Deadly riots broke out in the coastal city of Mombasa in Kenya after a controversial Muslim cleric and 3 of his associates were shot and killed in an attack that followers believe was carried out by Kenyan security forces. Violence and unrest have once again taken hold within Egypt as Islamist supporters of the Muslim Brotherhood have taken to the streets in strong protest against the current military rule and the removal of the Muslim Brotherhood from all forms of government. Local media is reporting that a number of people have been killed with up to 100 wounded after large firefights broke out between the military and masked gunmen who have vowed to take down the American-trained general of the Egyptian military. Leaked information shows that the National Security Agency had an undetermined number of meetings with the Internet Privacy and Security Group that developed the TOR service, a free software that directs internet traffic through thousands of anonymous relays and was thought to be the most anonymous service available to civilians. The revelations show that the NSA not only worked with the TOR developer to find ways to track individuals using the network, but also targeted a number of entrance and exit portals such as Google Ads that would allow the NSA to track individuals based on what websites they visited. News agencies are reporting that survivors of yesterday's boat fire and subsequent sinking off the coast of Italy filled and clung to empty plastic water bottles and other improvised flotation material in a bid to stay afloat throughout the rough Mediterranean seas. Authorities are reporting that a man lit himself on fire at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. in a symbolic gesture of self-immolation that is often only seen in countries suffering from great political or economical strife. Research shows that increasing societal stress may be pushing many Western citizens to a point of breaking, and that we may be witnessing a shift in the way that society displays its anger with the government. And to wrap things up, 6 new MERS cases have been reported in Saudi Arabia with limited information on the patients. An early blizzard is reported to have dumped heavy snow in South Dakota. An ongoing earthquake swarm is being reported out of Romania. The U.S. Treasury Department is continuing to warn of a default that both analysts and economists say is unlikely to happen. A new typhoon is threatening China's coast. And a 6.4 off Amsterdam Island, a 5.2 in Indonesia, and a 5.1 in New Zealand complete today's Quake Watch. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by SHTFplan.com, where even the officials go for news, and SQmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.